So the problem with conventional RAID, it's been discussed before, is that it doesn't really work too well when you start getting drives bigger than 4 terabytes. And part of it is the rebuild time it takes. So if you have a failure, you lose a drive, it can take a long time to put a new drive in and have it become part of the system, in essence, rebuilding. If you have multiple drives fail, it can take days to rebuild that. And the larger the drive, the more time it takes. So if you start getting into 12, 14 terabyte drives, you're talking about shutdown times that can disable the whole company, because you might not have that service back up for a week or longer. And then the other problem is, if it does come back, it may not come back all the way, or it may be in recovery and then at the end say it didn't work, and then you have to go back and do the recovery again. So it can be a huge problem. With a system that's object-based, that problem kind of goes away, because you're basically enabling, you're not really rebuilding as much as you're reinitializing the drive. And so those rebuild times, in a sense, can be much smaller. And then you're also not dealing with a situation where the whole system is affected by a failure. You're only replacing that one drive, and you're only kind of bringing it back up to spec. So it's running with the system, and it basically is gone, and then it comes back, and the rest of the system doesn't know it. So it's much different than the older RAID systems. And most of the systems that we used in the earlier days were RAID-based, and now we're dealing with object-based.